As we've been reporting, the medical team treating Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin, well, they spoke for the first time today, saying the player has shown substantial improvement since collapsing on the football field during Monday night's game in Cincinnati. Here to answer questions is Dr. Christopher Medias, director of the Cardiac Arrhythmia Center at Tufts Medical Center. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks very much for having me.
All right, Dr. Medias, as you know, the doctors today were careful to say that Hamlin is still critically ill after suffering that cardiac arrest. But in the last 24 hours, he's become alert. He's responding to commands. He is also moving his hands and feet, not speaking, but he is writing things down. He wrote a note to his nurse asking, "Did we win?" So what do those details tell you about the pace of his recovery so far?
Yeah, I mean, that's really fantastic news. It suggests that he's largely neurologically intact and that he has a real chance at recovery. That's fantastic news.
Yeah, it's good to hear. And doctors say Hamlin is still on a ventilator. He's not breathing on his own just yet. Is that typical or is that unusual with this kind of incident that happened with a cardiac arrest?
It's not necessarily unusual. I mean, there are a number of reasons why that might be. You know, after a sustained cardiac arrest event, there can be inflammation, there can be edema, there can be infection affecting the lungs. I don't want to speculate because I'm not involved in his care, but it's not necessarily unusual.
And as you know, millions of people were watching that game. It was clear almost right away that something was seriously wrong with Damar Hamlin. But luckily, frankly, doctors, medical personnel, an ambulance, they were all right there. They had defibrillators. So just how critical were those first couple of minutes and them getting right to work on him in his recovery?
You know, really, really extraordinarily critical. I mean, it's a real testament to the first responders, the trainers and other personnel who were involved in delivering CPR and cardiac life support during this event. Those first few minutes in terms of recovery from a sudden cardiac arrest event are really critical, and it's a testament to the personnel on the field. It's also a real testament to the years and years and decades of research that has gone into optimizing cardiac life support techniques by physicians, scientists, and researchers. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, doctors say they still don't know exactly why his heart just suddenly stopped working. So what steps will they be taking now to find an answer? What's next?
You know, they're going to continue to do tests likely on his heart to see if there's any underlying condition structurally or electrically that might have contributed to this. We've speculated that this might have been a commotio cordis event, a sudden blunt impact that initiated this life-threatening arrhythmia. We don't know that, and that's really a diagnosis of exclusion at this point. So they'll continue to do tests on his heart to try and exclude other causes.
All right, Dr. Christopher Medias at Tufts, thanks so much for your time and lending your expertise. Yes, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.